You have just launched your Webflow website and the traffic from Google isn't rolling in as you expected. And to make matters worse, you are not sure where to start with SEO in Webflow. So this video will going to be your compass, guiding you in the right direction in terms of Webflow SEO. So let's get started. So ranking on Google requires two key elements, great content and great reading experience. I'll explain what great reading experience is in just a minute, but first let's get one thing very clear, that Webflow is just one platform. The SEO strategies you will learn or you will apply are pretty much same regardless of the platform. Now let's talk about content. Content makes up about 80% of the effort. While we could spend all day discussing about how to find the right keyword and where to place it in our copy, but that is not the focus of this video. A good rule of thumb is to have while writing the copy or the content is that your content should have a clear intent and should answer the users or readers' questions. This helps Google to understand that your content is valuable because people are clicking on it and they are staying on it for a specific amount of time, possibly taking some actions too. So that's a green light for Google to rank your site or your website higher in the search engine result page. Now let's circle back to the reading experience, which is going to be the main focus of today's video. A good reading experience is a combination of performance, design and accessibility, and we are going to be covering all three of them and share you some insights which will help you to improve your website and hopefully give you a strong foundation about technical SEO. Let us talk about performance now. Page speed is a crucial metric that affects SEO. If your page is taking too much time to load, your users will drop off and leading to a poor user experience, even if you have top-notch content. And Google's Page Speed Insight is one of the most effective tools to use to learn and understand more about your website's performance and its overall impact on SEO. So once you go ahead and paste the URL of your website into this tool, it will show you various metrics, but you should only focus on the core web vitals and the performance diagnostics. So anything green and orange score is good to have. As you can see, we have pasted this URL into this and we got this report. As you can see, we are getting 88, and like I've said before, anything orange and green is good to have. Once you go ahead and scroll a bit, you can see and learn more about these issues and resolve them one by one. But we are not gonna spend much time on this and we are not gonna go in depth because this is a beginner friendly guide on SEO. But we have an essential SEO guide that you can follow before launching your website. So in the page settings, in the project settings of the Webflow project, in the SEO tab, we have a toggle button about subdomain indexing. So you have to disable the subdomain indexing so that the main domain can grow independently. So this is important, just toggle it off. Then we have robot.txt. So robot.txt file is basically a file that instructs Google crawlers which pages and which sections they can or cannot crawl. So the file might look like this, and the Webflow University has a dedicated guide. So as you can see, we are gonna link this down below so that you can learn more about it. But basically, let's say you wanted to hide one page from indexing. So you just have to type it out and add your page name over here. And that's just it. Next we have auto-generated sitemaps. So sitemaps are basically a file that shows the overall structure of your website. And Webflow has a feature that allows us to generate sitemaps automatically. So here in this button, as you can see, you just have to toggle it on, and once you publish the site, it will generate the sitemap automatically. So remember this is very crucial. And next we have Google site verification. So basically you have to verify your property on the Google Search Console. Once you go ahead into Google Search Console, you have to create one account, and then you will get one Google Site Verification ID, and you just have to paste it over here, and that's just it. Webflow also has a dedicated video regarding this, so you can learn more about this as well, and we will also link it down below. And the last thing that you have to make sure, each page should have their own meta title and meta description. This is very crucial, and that is all the point that you should be considering while optimizing for performance in Webflow. Next comes accessibility. So accessibility ensures that everyone, including people with disabilities, can navigate, understand, and interact with your website. So a few points to consider here as well are that proper HTML tags. So we have to make sure that we are using proper HTML tags into the elements. For example, here, this is a section, and we have to make sure that we have to set its tag as a section from over here. So even if you make this by using a div, you have to make sure to set proper tags, like for this example, sections. Likewise, since this is a list and we have to use one list, here in the top right corner, you can see all the available tags that you can set on the elements. So this helps the screen reader to interpret the content correctly and improves the SEO a lot. Next, we have alt text. So try to provide descriptive alt text to all the images and all the assets. So this will make the site accessible for visually impaired people, and also it enhances the chances of getting into the Google search image results. So here in the asset panel, once you click on this settings, and you in this field you can add your alt text for the asset. We have personally seen a lot of improvement in performance as well by adding alt text in all our images and assets. So you can also use plugins like Asset Bay and Fluid SEO to add the alt text in bulk and also speed up the process by using AI. Then we have proper heading structure. Ensure that your heading structure shows a proper hierarchy, H1 being the most important and followed by H2 and H3, etc. Avoid using H1 all over the place. Like in this page, we have this one as a H1 and this is H2 and H3 and all. So this is also very important. When the Google search crawlers are crawling the site, they first scan the H1 first, then H2 and then H3. So this hierarchy is very much important. Then we have keyboard navigation. Ensure that all the interactive elements like buttons, links, and forms are easily accessible from the keyboard switches. So let me show you here in this website. As you can see, we can hit tab and switch to different links like this. And you can use space to just scroll down. If you are using any links as a absolute, this might not work. So you have to take care of that too. Finally, let's talk about design. So design directly impacts the user experience, and key points to consider while designing includes format a pleasant reading experience. A great reading experience starts with choosing the right typeface. So you should focus on mainly to find out a clear and readable typeface for your design. The ideal text size also depends on the typeface you choose, but the typical font size of a paragraph is around 16 to 20 pixels, and it is also important to consider that the width of the paragraph, because it affects the readability and the overall user comfort. Once you are done with it, next thing that you should focus on is contrast. Ensure that the background and the foreground has proper color contrast ratio. You can use plugins and extensions like Accessible Web Helper. So this is what we use, and once you go ahead and run this extension, you can see the different matrices and the CS score about the color contrast. As you can see, I am running this extension on this site, and it's giving me this result. And yeah, that's it. So next we have visual hierarchy. Try to set proper visual hierarchy that helps the users navigate through the page easily. Try to set proper container size and also proper negative space between the content. So let's take an example of this website. This is a website that we did for this company called Opal, and you can see proper hierarchy in terms of the headings and the text, and you can see the overall direction of this page. Let's take an example of this footer. As you can see, we are trying to navigate the user and try to make them focus on this button. So this is what the direction might look like. Next, we have one important point, that is mobile responsiveness. So mobile responsiveness is a key point to consider while design or which affects the SEO. So you can test out different breakpoints by inspecting the page, and in any browser you just have to go ahead and right click on it, and you can select different devices from here and test out the design if it's compatible in mobile or not. Webflow basically produces clear code, and which helps, and also has a built-in responsiveness system. Let me show you in Webflow. Here you can design it for tablet breakpoint and also for mobile breakpoint as well. So this is very handy. Yeah, that's just it in terms of design. Now that you have learned about the 3 pillars of a strong technical SEO, you might start noticing some cracks in your setup, and if not, you are probably all set. Just remember, great content is the backbone and the foundation of success in the SEO game. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found this video helpful, give one like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.